Hi, Steve. How are you? Steve, just a quick two from me, Steve. Just in relation to the strikers, Brennan's got an awful lot of goals from out wide. Lewis has got an awful lot of goals. But in terms of recent acquisitions like Keenan Davis on loan from Aston Villa and Sam Sturridge there, how important is it for them to really start hitting the back of the net more on a
Yeah.
regular basis?
Well, I think Jim, when Lewis got injured a couple of weeks ago, I think the obvious question from some of the guys here was like, well, who's going to score your goals now? Brennan's obviously got a few for us recently, and Keenan has. Who else has scored? Trying to think. James Garner scored at Blackburn. So you listen, we want to be a team that can score in a number of ways with a number of different players. But at the same time, you do need one or two players in the team that get a really high number. And Lewis was obviously heading that way with his ratio. Obviously, that's stalled now because of the injury. Brennan stepped up a little bit more than what he was doing, which was a lot anyway. And you need players that can score for you. There's no doubt about that. I believe Keenan will score goals at this level. I also believe that Sam Surridge will as well. And Sam hasn't been managed to start yet, but when he does, I think that he can be a threat as well. So the more, like I said, the more options you can have to attack, score goals, the better.
And finally, for me, Steve, this upcoming month, March, they call it Moving March for a reason. It sort of defines the season. Your next 5 games, obviously Bristol City, Sheffield United, Reading, QPR and Fulham. So 5 games, I suppose, to be in the playoff mix, to be in the sort of push for that. You'll probably need roughly 10 points out of those 15 that are available realistically.
Well, we've got a cup game in the middle of that as well. So, we'll deal with it as it comes, Jim. It's exciting though, mate, isn't it? We've got to look at what you've just said and gone, let's go for it. Not well, we won't fear anything, but we need to look at everything positively and think what an opportunity. And that's the mindset that I believe is the right one, and certainly the one I want here. So, what a good month to look forward to. But let's get this last game in February out of the way first before we start thinking about that.
Cheers, Steve.